Let's bring in CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky. Dr. Walensky, thank you so much for being here this morning. I want to start right there with that 70% and the big push from the president, these incentives, everything from childcare to free beer. So are we going to get there to that 70% by the 4th of July?
I certainly expect we will. I certainly hope so. I am really looking forward to this June month of action where we canvass America, we work together, we collaborate as a nation in all walks of who we are, from mayors to colleges, from businesses to athletes, really working together to reach that 70% goal.
Let's talk about that 70%. I'm sure you've heard some of the pushback from doctors and infectious disease experts who say that 70% bar is basically too low, that you need to get to 75 to 80% of all Americans, not just adults, in order to stop this transmission. Is there any truth to that?
We have wanted to hit a target that was aspirational, doable, and to say that we're done on July 4th, if and when we hit 70%, I would say is not true. After we hit 70%, we need to lean in and try and get to 75% and try and get to 80%. But what I would say is right now we have this goal. We're working towards it. We knew that this was going to be hard work as we approached it, that, you know, we've hit all the folks who have been streaming in, trying to get the vaccine for themselves, and now we're going out one by one, getting this vaccine to the people.
I want to ask you about something that's on the mind of so many parents right now, families, kids in masks. You recently told Congress that kids were vectors of transmission for older Americans. You received some pushback from experts in your field who said the data doesn't necessarily back that up. And then we see the Children's Hospital in Colorado declaring an emergency for kids because of this pandemic, a mental health emergency. So in places where transmission is low, vaccine rates are high, why do children still need to be wearing masks?
So we have said through the school year of 20 to 21 that our school guidance was not going to change. And what we really are doing now is looking at the evidence in the context of so many people getting vaccinated, in the context of disease rates coming down in certain communities, and really looking at the evidence now. What we have seen is that when older folks got vaccinated, that the virus did move to younger demographics. So early on in our vaccination efforts, we were really seeing more disease in our older teens, our younger 20s, and in that demographic. And so as we're starting to get those people vaccinated, we will be revisiting this in our school guidance.
So might we see a change in time for school in the fall where children will not be required to wear masks when they head back to school?
I think we will. We are looking at the evidence now, and we will be coming out with that guidance soon to come.
Okay, Dr. Walensky, I want to ask you finally about one more thing. The president ordered this U.S. intelligence agencies to investigate the origins of the coronavirus. Does the administration now believe that this could have been leaked from a lab in Wuhan?
I think the administration now believes that it's really important to understand the origin of this. Certainly, we know that most coronaviruses, when they enter into human disease, have come from animal sources. But I think it's really important now to understand where this came from, and so we can prevent further epidemics, pandemics like this in the future.
So is it a possibility that it may have originated in this lab?
I think we know, we have seen in the initial WHO report that there are numerous possibilities as to where it originated, and the really important thing is to collaborate as a globe to understand its origin.
Dr. Walensky, as always, we appreciate your time and perspective. Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.